Hi, this is Pastor Rick Clark. I'm the lead pastor at E-Town Grace. Just wanted to check in with you this afternoon for a couple thoughts I had. This morning on my way to the church, I was listening to a radio commentator.
Hi, this is Pastor Rick
sharing
Clark.
devotions.
I'm the lead pastor at E-Town Grace.
I
just wanted to check in with you
feedback
this
here.
afternoon.
Sorry about that. I was talking about how people, talking about Israel back in the days of, in the wilderness when they were coming out of the wilderness, and Moses went up the mountain to get Mount Sinai to get the Ten Commandments, and talked about how Aaron, because Moses was absent and because they felt God was absent, that they appeared to have to build something to worship because they felt like God was missing. And as I thought about that, I thought, you know what, there's probably a lot of truth to that, because as we think about, well, where's God and God's missing? Maybe in light of the fact because churches are not meeting in person anymore, maybe that allows a few more people to ask that question, where's God, and is God present? Does God care? Has God disappeared? And to the Israel, when God disappeared, that's when the golden calf appeared. And so that's probably not a very good thing. And so it's important to recognize that we need God in our life. Church is essential, and all of us who are believers in Christ truly understand that. In light of that, then next week, the middle of next week, we'll have information about our plan to reopen within the next week or two. We're finalizing some decisions that need to be made, how we clean the church, how we operate to make things the most effective as possible. So we will have some information about that. But one of the things too that I'm concerned about, and I'll talk about this more maybe tomorrow with you, is the aspect that as we live in a country that is very, very divided, and I think it's easy, we must be careful as Christians and as part of our E-Town Church family not to allow divisions to come, because people are going to feel comfortable of coming to church on their own terms. Some of them are going to need to stay at home because of health risk or because of concerns. And that is certainly legitimate. We want everybody to do what you feel is right between you and God. And we will continue providing online worship. We'll continue to provide DVDs. But for those who feel ready and comfortable, they don't have vulnerable risks, we will provide some open opportunities to come back to church and worship. But for those who do, that's good. And we're glad that you feel comfortable to do that. And that doesn't make you a better Christian or a better believer or have more faith than somebody that doesn't. We need to be tolerant and we need to respect everyone. Romans 14 talks about how we look to all believers and allow people to make decisions and choices in gray areas that we really allow the room for God to do His work of what needs to be done. And that's what we need to do at this time. So we want to provide encouragement. We want to provide a safe return for those who are ready for that, and we'll wait very patiently for those who will have to wait a while before they may feel comfortable to come back in person. But we still love all of them and care for all of you, and we're looking for the safe way to return back to worship with those who are comfortable for now, and to continue ministering to those who aren't. So again, we'll talk more about that maybe tomorrow and next week, but I just want to kind of give you an update to pray for the unity among believers, not just in our church. I think we're going to have a great way of reopening, but Christianity, that we can be truly representative, that we are the only hope of the world when we're working right. And we want to be working right, that people see the hope that we have through Jesus. Jesus has this under His hand, under His control, and how we respond in faith and hope and not with fear is what we need to see. So God bless you. We'll look forward to seeing you Sunday, if not before. Have a great Memorial Day